It's your boy Indian Gooner in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, yes, this is the video that you guys were definitely waiting for. Well, this was a video where I had the most defensive and most I can be more defensive about how I tried to create this video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I really had a tough time making this video. Why? Because I really had to go and put the hard work into getting more and more details as to I needed to make sure that I have all the guns in my arsenal to destroy the Swiss Superman, not Cesaro, ladies and gentlemen, the Swiss Superman, the midfielding genius of Switzerland, the habitual offender of Arsenal, the central defensive midfielder of Arsenal. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you the Roast of the Week contender. The winner of this week is Roast of the Week's Granit Xhaka, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Granit Xhaka, the second most valuable Switzerland international after Xherdan Shaqiri. Well, or probably it might be reversed as well. Ladies and gentlemen, first let me give you a little bit of recap as to what Granit Xhaka is all about. Granit Xhaka at Arsenal is about giving long balls and definitely trying to do some heroics in the box. He definitely goes and tackles the forwards of the opposition inside the box and gives away the penalty. Well, that's actually how you should roast it, isn't it? Well, moving on. 18 months. Well, one of the biggest things that we need to speak about Granit Xhaka. In his background, he has played for FC Basel at various leagues, and definitely, I think, moving on, he then got transferred to Borussia Mönchengladbach for 8.5 million pounds. Well, but the biggest problem was that at Borussia Mönchengladbach, he had 18 months of struggle with the pace of Bundesliga. Yes, our Granit Xhaka was damn slow then, and Granit Xhaka considered a loan to Stoke City. Well, but his manager stopped him, saying that if you go to Stoke City, you will never make it to a bigger club. Bingo, he did make to a bigger club, but could not make the bigger impact that he was supposed to make. Granit Xhaka, ladies and gentlemen, the habitual offender, the habitual penalty gifter to every team that he plays against. Ladies and gentlemen, we all Arsenal fans despise him for the fact that at the North London derby, he committed the biggest crime of his life by awarding a penalty to the national driver of South Korea, ladies and gentlemen, Heung-min Son, and another diver of his team who only scores penalties against Arsenal, Harry Kane, put that in the box but could not make sure that they win against Arsenal at the Emirates. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to say something. I have to really say something. I think for this roast, I really prepared a lot of information. So if I read it out from a book, please don't mind, because I really wanted to factually destroy this guy named as Granit Xhaka. Ladies and gentlemen, Granit Xhaka has played 76 games for Switzerland. Yes, 76 games for Switzerland, scoring 11 goals. For Arsenal, he has played 102 games for scoring 7 goals. For Borussia Mönchengladbach, he played 108 games and scored 6 goals. Ladies and gentlemen, that means after 6 games, I think Granit Xhaka's time at Arsenal will be over, or probably I won't even give him 6 games. Well, ladies and gentlemen, everyone is talking about making him a squad player. But why do you want to have an average player in the squad? Imagine on May 2016, Arsene Wenger kind of committed one of the biggest sins, a cardinal sin, a biggest crime of them all, by signing Granit Xhaka from Borussia Mönchengladbach for 30 to 35 million pounds. 30 to 35 million pounds of average mentality came to Arsenal, worth 30 to 35 million, came to Arsenal, and since then has never looked back. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the biggest reason Arsenal could not make it against West Ham last season, and the biggest reason why Arsenal could not defeat one of the biggest reasons why Arsenal could not beat Tottenham at their own fortress, Granit Xhaka. Let's move on. Let's get some facts about Granit Xhaka. Well, when he was developing, and as he was one of the biggest thing that I read about Granit Xhaka is when he was very young, he developed a reputation as a technically gifted player and a natural leader. Alongside, he had criticism for his temperament. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he had faced a lot of criticism for his temperament. Well, but imagine, this is the news that I'm providing you of 2016. That means Arsene Wenger and the people who signed him really knew of his bad temperament. Yes, and that bad temperament actually continued. Well, since being in Borussia Mönchengladbach, he had 2 important seasons over there. He got 4 red cards and 18 yellow cards. Yes, at Borussia Mönchengladbach, I think his 2 year spell, Granit Xhaka collected 18 yellow cards and 4 red cards. But no, he's not far behind when in terms of Arsenal is concerned. For Arsenal, Granit Xhaka in since 2016 has got 27 yellow cards and 2 red cards. Ladies and gentlemen, the first season for Arsenal was the worst. He got both the red cards in the first season as well. And for those people who do not know how exactly everything panned out, yes, this is how much a habitual offender is worth of. I mean, see, he's already got somewhere around 29 cards, out of which 27 were yellow cards. That means if in a single season, on an average, I think if this is his 4th season, on an average he gets 8 to 9 yellow cards. Almost 7 to 9 yellow cards is expected of him. How much of indiscipline do you see in that midfield because Granit Xhaka is playing? Unnecessary things that can lead to goals. I think Granit Xhaka really has been the king of mediocrity. And well, talking about his FC, when during his FC Basel career time, well, his coach, his former FC Basel coach, Thorsten Fink, once said, Xherdan Shaqiri is the best talent in Switzerland. It was this news is way back. So please, if you guys want to, try to kill Thorsten Fink, well, please. I think I don't want any violence after this video. But hear me out. Xherdan Shaqiri is the best talent in Switzerland after Granit Xhaka. After Granit Xhaka, Xherdan Shaqiri is the best talent in Switzerland. Are you kidding me? You're a coach. Blind. Were you blind? What? You made this statement via writing from Braille? Braille language did you use to say this? I mean, unbelievable. This is so shit. You believe that Granit Xhaka was the best Swiss player after Xherdan Shaqiri? Oh my god. I don't know. There is weed in Switzerland too. If it is, I think the quality is really shit. Probably the quality that Crystal Palace officials have while valuing Wilfried Zaha. Moving on. Not only that, the coaches in Switzerland and even the national team, I think everyone is brain dead maybe, because here's the biggest thing that while the Swiss national football coach Ottmar Hitzfeld dubbed him young Bastian Schweinsteiger. Hitzfeld, you considered Granit Xhaka as a young Bastian Schweinsteiger. Oh my god. I don't know, I need to check out. I think what was Hitzfeld autistic maybe? What? I believe in this market, if we go to sell, the only best thing that Granit Xhaka can do for Arsenal right now is being sold off and probably giving them 10 to 15 million of profit that his value is worth. Because if he continues to be mediocre like this, I don't think so he's going to improve his value but decrease in the ever growing prices of the players that actually this market actually holds off. But not only that, we have seen him do a lot of mistakes. He's definitely not the disciplined player on that field for Arsenal, definitely. I think, but even Socrates Papastopoulos is a saint in front of him in terms of collecting cards. And probably even against Tottenham in the 92nd minute, he did not get any card. But at the 92nd minute, he pulled off Harry Kane and probably walked off because he knew it was an obvious yellow card and an obvious shit kind of a thing. When you know that somebody is going to play better than you, somebody is going to overcome you, somebody is going to pass you with the ball, or somebody is going to dribble past you, well, you can do one thing, you can stretch out one hand and definitely bang the face of the striker so that you get the card, and definitely you'll be proud of that after you go home, isn't it, Granit? Well, not only this, I think my research has actually brought me to a more revealing facts. Granit Xhaka received 5th red card in his 95th game on December 20th. For striking his opponent in the first half. Ladies and gentlemen, he just struck his opponent in the first half, and he voluntarily gave 20,000 to charity as an apology. He felt that that's the most inappropriate thing that he's done on the pitch, probably getting a red card for it, and he was so sorry that he gave away 20,000 in charity just to apologize. My friend, I think you need to give up all your wages, even the whole amount that you received in bonuses or whatever amount that you received from Arsenal. You should give that back at least for the Tottenham game, so that we Arsenal fans definitely have less amount of grudge for you. I think if this kind of mentality, and if Granit Xhaka is being given more appearances by Unai Emery, and definitely I think we don't I don't see a day far off when Granit Xhaka enters the pitch and all Arsenal fans start booing him as well. Moving on, another fun fact about Granit Xhaka, well, it is really exquisite because Lord Granit really has it in him, because errors leading to goals since the start of 2016-2017, Granit Xhaka is responsible for 7 goals. Granit Xhaka is responsible for 7 goals. I mean, that's the most in the Premier League. Most, as its highest. So imagine, everyone knows he's an offender, everyone knows he has a bad temperament before signing him to Arsenal, and even when that happened, we bypassed that news and we thought, okay, fine, he'll learn, and we bring him to Arsenal and he commits 7 important fouls at very important positions and gives away 7 goals, the most in the Premier League. This itself is the proof that Granit Xhaka should leave Arsenal. Most probably, until he does not leave Arsenal, he should not be a part of that starting 11. I don't even want to see him on the bench. That would be too extreme, but maybe it's because of the roast of the week that I'm being too much. I'm trying to be more extreme to it. But facts are facts, and mediocrity is mediocrity. You need to call out the mediocrity. And but do you know Lord Xhaka really had the audacity to actually come out and criticize his criticizers? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he had a message to critics after the North London derby. He had this to say: of course, the critics are always here. The North London derby, I think we had a good game. I made a mistake with the penalty. But if you saw the game, we could have won. We had a lot of chances, but this is football. Nobody speaks about the chances. Nobody speaks about how many we missed. They always speak about the mistakes. This is part of football. Oh yeah. We should forget that the penalty that he gave is a very small thing. We need to outscore Tottenham. Yeah, it's so easy, isn't it? When the whole of I think 6 to 7 players of Tottenham were inside the box. It is really easy. We could have created more chances, obviously. We could have also not unnecessarily tackled in the box. But this is football, yes. We only speak about the mistakes of the defenders, the defensive midfielders. We do not speak about the mistakes of the strikers. Yes, I did not see Aubameyang go there and tackle Son when it was not required in the box. Who was it? Granit Xhaka. Yes. Individual errors cost us the game, and those errors are sins. They are crimes. And you think, oh yeah, it was a mistake. And you seek an apology? No, you're not seeking an apology. You're telling us that you tackling Son was okay, was normal. It happens in football. So criticizers will criticize you. That is also normal in football. Take it and leave it. Don't play for Arsenal again. Moving on, the biggest, I think the special one, Jose Mourinho had a very special message for Unai Emery. Do you know what he said? He is speaking this of a 26-year-old footballer who has had 76 international caps, 102 appearances for Arsenal and 108 appearances for his previous team, Borussia Mönchengladbach. Do you know what he said? Jose Mourinho said, Unai Emery should teach him the art of defending in the box. Teach him the art of defending in the box. Teach him the art of defending in the box. Well, if you don't agree to me, I think I really have a very important thing to show to you guys as well. But first, let me tell you what Arsene Wenger advised Granit Xhaka. Arsene Wenger once advised Xhaka, I would encourage him not to tackle, to stay on his feet. And Arsene Wenger knew that Granit Xhaka is very poor in tackling. If you go to whoscored.com, if you search Granit Xhaka and his weaknesses, his biggest weakness is defense and tackling. Why the hell should he exist in the squad, in the roster, if he is a central defensive midfielder and he is weak in tackling? Why you should buy him? I don't know. I think the agent that was bringing him definitely was getting a very important cut, or probably getting a very good commission, and probably he's the one who's got the benefit that Granit Xhaka has come to Arsenal. Unbelievable. Well, but I have a very special image for you guys. I'll definitely play. Here is the image. Here, this image is an Independence. The Independent, the publication, they had posted this when it was rumored that Granit Xhaka was coming to Arsenal. You know, during that summer transfer window, it was just a rumor that Granit Xhaka is going to come to Arsenal, and they had this to say: Xhaka plays with an aggressive streak that Arsenal have so often been accused of lacking, and his ability to tackle will offer more protection to a fragile defense. Hypocrisy just went to the 31st floor of a building and fall flat on Arsenal's ground. Yes, imagine Independent is praising how his Granit Xhaka's ability to tackle will offer more protection to a fragile defense that Arsenal is already having in 2016, and we are in the future in 2019, where Jose Mourinho is telling Granit Xhaka that he should learn the art of tackling in the box. Oh my God! We were told, we were given the warning signs. I mean, Independent is shit. I know that they are definitely going to come up with something to sell their newspapers. Yeah, that's a different idea. But see this. We knew that an average player is going to come at Arsenal, and we were okay with it. The whole malaise that we are not being, obviously, I think with Borussia Mönchengladbach, Granit Xhaka has played Champions League football, and probably that's it. Coming to Arsenal, I think he had other mediocre friends that were there at Arsenal that made sure that his level goes back to the Europa League where it belongs. Well, this was the roast of the week. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked whatever I had to say. I think this was the only video where I had to work really hard. I worked really hard on the information that came through. I hope you would enjoy it, and I hope that those popcorns really had a very important, had a very entertaining video, so that you guys had enjoyed about it. But without any further ado, I'll remind you that you guys need to subscribe and definitely let me know how this video was in the comment section. And I'll see you in my next video. Cheers. Till then, all the best from the Indian Gooner.